Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of July 29th to August the 4th. Your cards this week, Gemini: energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Magician. Focus energies this week, you have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified with the King of Wands, and you have the World, beautiful omen coming in towards the end of the week. So Gemini, my first observations on your spread here is that you have the bookends here of the tarot deck. We have the Magician, which is card number 1, and we have card 21, the last card in the tarot deck here, with the World. And what I'm seeing here, Gemini, is I keep seeing a book, someone flicking through a book and stopping somewhere in the middle, the start, wherever you are in your life right now. And we see you within a chapter, right? But this chapter it's almost like you're on the last page of that chapter. And you're just finishing off that last page, taking in those last words, really sort of relishing in that part of the story, because you're about to turn the page into a completely new chapter, right? So that's what we see here with the transition from the Magician to the World energy here. So we're really about to begin a new chapter. We're on the last page. That's what I see. Right, so recent past here, we have the Magician, and that came out together with the Page of Wands. So I think you have been feeling this transition coming for a little while. When you're reading a book, and you're within a chapter, how many times do you sort of skip ahead and see how many pages are in that chapter? And you kind of can get that sense when you're getting close to completing the chapter. And also the story usually intensifies towards the end of the chapter, right? So, like it kind of builds, and there's a closure or a cliffhanger at the end of the chapter, and then you start a new one fresh. So I feel like in the recent past, in the coming weeks or even months, you have been having that sensation of getting closer to the end of your chapter. It's quite likely that things have been intensifying in your life. There is a strong ending energy here under the World energy, Gemini. So something's coming to a completion. Could be something in the workplace, with that Pentacles energy there. Could also be a relationship. It's something as you know it. It could even be a part of yourself. Something as you know it is completing. Now, in the recent past here with the Magician and the Page of Cups, I see that you strongly that you've been able to see that this is coming. And I feel with this combination, this is somebody that may be in the process of reinventing themselves, right? The Page of Energy brings a really creative energy. Page of Cups is somebody who, wants fun, excitement, really wants to be themselves, wants to be back in that childlike energy. And the Magician is all about, manifesting and creating and bringing something into the physical realm through intention. So, this could be a chapter where you are literally recreating yourself. And often when we recreate ourselves, that happens in a time where, things are transitioning in our lives. Like sometimes when you end a relationship, all of a sudden it's like you can shake off that old, you can get back to yourself and be who you really are. If it's a work situation that you're transitioning out of, often a lot of your identity is tied up with a job, a position, a role, and it's not until you kind of release that, it's like, well, I can be whatever I want now. I can take on a new role and I can reinvent myself in that way. That's what I'm really seeing here with this combination. And with the Page of Cups too, there is that element of unexpected surprise. So even though I think you've known that you've been getting to the end of a chapter for some time, there might have been some unexpected things that happened along the way as you're reaching that, unexpected opportunities coming in, that sort of thing. People, maybe someone entering your life even. But with the Magician, the reminder is that you do have all the tools at your disposal to be able to create this new beginning for yourself, to actually recreate yourself, whatever it is that you're wanting to create through bringing together the spiritual and earthly realms. You have everything that you need to really start an abundant new chapter, or, reinvent yourself in that way that you've wanted to for a long time. So I just love this combination. It's very strong. Manifestation energy in a really positive, fun, and getting back to your real self type of way. Now, focus energies this week for you, Gemini. I also love this, how it continues the theme. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles there, which is the seeds of a new opportunity waiting to come through, and that came out together with the Ten of Wands. So, the Ten of Wands is those remnants of that past situation that are waiting to complete. That Ten of Wands is that last page of the book. It's the last page of the book or the chapter, that you're on, and you sort of have that sense of, I've almost made it. I've almost made it to my next chapter. My next chapter just had need to put my one foot in front of the other, I've almost made it to my destination. Now, the reminder with the Ten of Wands, though, guys, is that if there is something that you've been carrying throughout your last chapter that has been, a bit of a weight on your shoulders, possibly a burden, a hard situation, it's time to release that. And through releasing that, that's your key to getting to this energy here, to that Page of Cups, to that light-hearted, creative, getting back to that sense of yourself. Because, under the Ten of Wands energy, this is someone who's, carried these heavy wands for a period of time, so much so that it's possibly clouded their vision of the opportunities that are there waiting for them. Somebody is holding that big stack of wands, can't see this beautiful pentacle that's literally right in front of their eyes. So what it's saying is that if you continue to do that, and you don't sort of allow this to complete, then you are, you're possibly going to miss opportunities that are coming in for you. So it's time to put down those wands, let this complete, and then I think you'll see that there is some strong new opportunities here coming in for you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, Gemini, it's Pentacles energy, so it is physical, earthly, tangible energy here. This could be a new job opportunity, could be even a financial opportunity coming in, or a new way to make money. There's a number of things that opportunity could be. With the Ace of Pentacles, what I like about this too here, guys, is that this is number 10, and this is basically number 1, because aces are the first card of each suit of the tarot deck. So it really is the pure seeds of potential. And like any seeds, when we plant them, we do need to water and nurture them in order to grow them into, those beautiful, crops that we can reap from later on. So, there is an element of when an opportunity comes your way, it might just be the seed of an opportunity, a conversation with somebody where they mention, hey, maybe we should join forces and do this, or someone coming in that you hadn't expected, and you sort of have an unexpected connection, and you think, oh, maybe I should ask that person out. It really is something that does, that may take some inspired action to move it along to the next level. Aces, they do come in on the hand of the divine, so there is that element of synchronicity, or this coming out of, it's like a predestined thing, but we do actually need to take some action to grow that beyond the ace, beyond the one, to actually turn that into a solid opportunity. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands here too. Actually, I'm just going to put these like this for a second. Look at the difference here. So here we have the Ten of Wands, who's somebody who is just so burdened by this load that they need to put down, and it's time. And then we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is somebody who knows absolutely how to use their wand. Same with the Magician. Here we have two people that are in a place of mastery with the wand. They know how to use it to manifest. They know how to use it to, bring in inspiration into their lives. So, and the King of Wands is also a very strong visionary leader. And if you look at this guy in the card here, he is literally looking up towards this Ten of Wands and towards this Ace of Pentacles. So, he is the one that is able to see the opportunity directly rather than being blocked by the wands, because he knows what to do with them. So you really need to be in that King of Wands energy this week as you're going through this transition, Gemini. So that means being, being in your seat of power, taking a place of authority and dominance, without without being, you know, a horrible person about it. Being in control is what I'm trying to say. Being in control of your life, and you know, that is really the place that you need to operate from. So a king of wands would not keep carrying that stack of wands. He would put them down because he knows that that's stopping him from reaching opportunities. So, and the king of wands knows that because he's a visionary. He can almost see into the future, so he can clearly see those opportunities that are coming in. Now, towards the end of the week, Gemini, we have the world energy. So here we go. It's the other bookend of your reading. This is the situation coming to a strong completion. So I feel like the energy is there for it. So I do feel like you will decide to lift that weight, to put down those wands. I really hope so. Because under the world energy, it says that whatever the magician set about bringing into the world through intention has now manifested into the physical reality. It's served its purpose. It served its purpose karmically. There might have been some karmic contract involved in this, and now it's time for that to complete. And then, you know, with that completion, we jump through the karmic loop straight into our next chapter. So we turn the page and automatically we start reading the words of our next chapter in life. That's what we have here. Oh, that's really beautiful, Gemini. I love this. So yeah, I think that's probably where we can leave it. But look at all these people here that know how to use their wands in a position of power and confidence. They're definitely, like, this is the odd guy out. Who remembers the game on Sesame Street? You know, one of these people are not the same. Now it's time to play the game. Well, it's this guy. So everyone else here is in control and power of their wands apart from this person. So this person, you know, we have compassion for this person, but this person is the old you, not the new you. So it's time to put down those wands and let this pentacle, this opportunity, come on in. And now I've just messed up the cards for you, Gemini, at the end of your reading. Okay, Gemini, I really hope you enjoyed that. It's such a, this is a bit of a bang of this reading. I love it. Good luck with that. Enjoy the energy. Keep in mind it is a general reading. It won't necessarily resonate with every Gemini out there, and I'll see you for another reading next week.